I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking, "Hey, Josh, this is vintage Toy Freedom, and isn't that a Marvel Legends Daredevil from 2015?" And you'd be absolutely correct on both with both of those statements. But I'm a big Daredevil fan. Here's a Toy Biz Daredevil version 2. I have a full run of Daredevil comics from number 1 that was published in 1964 up until issue 601, which was published this month, which is April 2018. You're probably going to see this next, 2019 at the rate I sort of release these. And so I couldn't pass this up. It was at Comics and Games in Florence, Kentucky, my local comic book store. And I actually had a store credit because they have like a rewards program. So I actually bought, here, let me show you. With that $25 credit, I bought this vintage G1 hoist. And I bought this guy because I love Daredevil. And particularly, I love Daredevil's yellow costume. So to keep it vintage, we're going to have this 94 Daredevil right here. I would get my Secret Wars sealed Daredevil out, but it's up in my closet somewhere. So we're going to bust this guy open, just kind of for my personal collection. I like Daredevil. And so, I don't buy too many modern toys. I actually can't think of any. I really can't think of the last time I bought a modern toy for myself. I might buy something to sell, but certainly not for me for to keep. That's not proper English. Certainly not for myself to keep. Actually, you know what? The other one was the Marvel Legends, like the big ones. Yellow Daredevil, the Walgreens. I think it was a Walgreens exclusive. That was the last modern toy I bought for myself. So yeah, I can't pass up. I'm a sucker for a Daredevil in yellow costume. It's definitely my favorite. It's designed by Jack Kirby. A lot of people don't know that. Man, they really stick these guys in there, don't they? I'm really afraid I'm going to break this. Look, his feet are all jacked up. Come on, Hasbro. So last year I went to Pawtucket, Rhode Island. That wasn't my initial destination. I was in Boston, but I said, hey, I'm going to check out Rhode Island because, you want to check. I want to do the that 50 states by the time you're 50 thing, and I'm 35 now, so I can't believe I'll be 15 years away. Anywho, I went to Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and thought, hey, I'm going to check out Hasbro headquarters, and it is very anticlimactic because it's just like a building. You can't go in. There's no like museum. There's no visitor center. Nothing. It's just like there were kids getting out of school and they were just kind of walking by. It was very. You're just like, oh, okay. There's Hasbro. This company that has made all kinds of toys that I've loved throughout my childhood and into adulthood, particularly G.I. Joe. So this Daredevil here has his billy club. You can have it together like this. You can break it apart. You can have it like this. You see he's a little bit smaller than that, more the 3 3/4 size, like a vintage G.I. Joe. Or you can take his billy club and you can store it here in his little pouch. It's very handy dandy. So Matt Murdock, attorney at law, and his friends Foggy Nelson and Karen Page. If you haven't seen the Daredevil Netflix show, it's actually pretty darn good, both seasons, and the Defenders is good too. This doesn't go in there very well. I'm really having to force that in there. So, yeah. So this is like the first these little Marvel Legends series. I don't know much about the modern stuff. Again, I don't really get into it. Don't really collect it. And plus, you go to the store, something like this is like $12, and it's like, geez. I would rather spend that on some vintage toys I need. I saw a cool Supernaturals figure at a vintage toy shop up in Cincinnati, and I saw a cool Infaceables that still had the face on it that hadn't been scratched off yet. So I'd rather spend $12 on something like that. But anywho, there he is, Matt Murdock version 1, Matt Murdock version 2. Oh man, or version 3, sorry. Looking for a Matt Murdock version too, a red Matt Murdock. Just to keep it truly vintage, and I'm not going to open this because I'm not a maniac. Some people are kind of like, why do you open these toys? You know, keep them sealed. So just to show you that I'm not totally insane. There's a Secret Wars Daredevil sealed. So now if I found one like that was like cracked or really bad, I would definitely open it to have it complete with this little shield and his billy club and all that kind of stuff. But that one's in pretty decent shape, so I keep it there in my in that shadow box. So thanks for watching. This was a vintage Toy Freedom modern toy special with the Marvel Legends Daredevil in his yellow costume from 2015.